everybody, thank you for tuning into Jam TV. So today what we're going to talk about is the time that I met Mariah Carey. In case if you guys don't know, I'm the biggest Mariah Carey fan that there is.
So Jammers, I'm such a big Mariah Carey fan. Throughout the years, I collected all her pictures. I made a binder of her from front to back, even on the side here. And I incorporated all her pictures. Check it out. Mariah and Bianca. The good Mariah, the bad Mariah. Mariah Carey when she was in high school. Jammers, I remember drawing Mariah Carey when I was in grade school.
I have liked her from the moment she came out, from the moment that she had Vision of Love in 1993. I bought her first cassette tape. I bought everything that followed after that. I also collected several of her magazines, as you guys can see right here.
Jammers, as you can see, my magazine collection of Mariah Carey. Am I a fan or what? That People magazine's her very first magazine, 17, and so on and so on and so on. I love when she went with her brown hair. Check it on out. Then she did Playboy. Now she didn't take nothing off or nothing, but she was in Playboy. I got a couple of the same magazines. I love this woman, Jammers.
And I also collected several of her CDs, as you guys can see right here.
Now this is my CD collection. I have the tapes somewhere in a box. I don't know where they're at, but her very first album, Vision of Love, Emotions, her Christmas CD, Fantasy, Honey. This was her Valentine's CD, exclusive only at Target. But I have every CD that she ever came out with.
So Jammers, I have always been wanting to meet Mariah Carey, but Mariah Carey would never come to Houston. She would tour everywhere else, but she would never come to Houston. So I remember the time that she came out with her Charm Bracelet CD. I Can Make It Through the Rain was one of my favorite songs. She decided to do her very first tour here in Houston, Texas. Now I was a part of the Honeybee Fly Club, which is her fan club at that time. And I was trying to win tickets and I was trying to enter the contest to get backstage passes and meet and greet. And I didn't win. So I was really bummed about it because I had the ticket. My dad bought me a front row seat to see Mariah Carey. Now Jammers, that ticket cost $1,000. But my dad knew how passionate I was and how much I wanted to see her because she got me through many obstacles. If you ever listen to her music, she also brings in faith and talks about God. And one of my most favorite songs from Mariah Carey is Make It Happen. If you believe in yourself enough, the Lord knows what you want. He's gonna make it happen. So that is one of my ultimate favorite songs that she did. But I wanted to meet her, so my dad got me a ticket. Front row seat. Of course, the scalpers had the tickets at that time, so my dad paid whatever it was because he knew how much it meant to me to go meet Mariah Carey. In fact, I got some pictures of my dad right before we were going to meet Mariah Carey. I made her a teddy bear and I included a card and I went all out and decked this card out. Check it out. So here I got the ticket. She's coming to Houston for the very first time. And I didn't win the tickets to meet her backstage. So I told my dad I was really bummed about it. And what he did was somehow he found her manager's phone number, and my father made a call in. And he said, look, man, my daughter is the biggest fan ever. She has anything and everything of Mariah Carey. She is a huge supporter. She would love to meet Mariah Carey. Well, the manager had said, let me see what I can do. So then the day of the show, he calls my dad. He's like, I got 2 backstage passes for you and your daughter. And my dad's like, I got the tickets. You're finally gonna meet Mariah Carey in person today. I was in tears, Jammers. I was crying. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna meet the person that I love, the person that has inspired me through everything, every obstacle. I would turn to her music. My dad was my hero. My dad went above and beyond to get me these tickets, and he knew how much it meant to me. So Jammers, my dad and I go to the show out here in Houston, and there was so many people out there. There was a lot of people with the rainbow shirts and the rainbow hair. They were actually promoting her previous album, the Rainbow album. So they had those shirts on. And I had my Honeybee Fly shirt because I was part of the fan club, and that's the shirt I wore. But I made one friend there, and in fact, she came to our wedding, and we're still friends today. So we get seated, my dad and I, and the anticipation, and all of a sudden, the fantasy song comes on. And I'm just like, oh my God, Dad, she's gonna come, I'm gonna meet her, I'm gonna meet her, I'm gonna see her, I'm gonna see her, I'm gonna see her, Dad, oh my God, she's coming down, I'm gonna see her. I was so ecstatic. So the moment she passes me, well, she was walking on this like pink, red carpet kind of thing, but it was a pink carpet. And the moment I look at her, I was like in tears. I was crying, I was shedding tears. And it was to a fast song, Jammers. It was just amazing to me that I finally got to see her in the flesh, that I got to see her right there. Something that I've always wanted to do, which I never thought would happen whatsoever. And I remember at that time, she had the song Make It Through the Rain, and my father had just lost his brother in a rain car accident. And my dad, Mariah Carey, I remember she was pointing at my dad as she was singing the song, and my dad just started crying. And then after the show, my dad said, man, that woman can sing. Like, her music is 10 times intensifying in person. And finally, we got to meet her backstage. And I remember, Jammers, you know, my dad was young at this time. I mean, he's young now, but he was real young at this time. And I remember Mariah Carey grabbed my dad's hand, and I looked at my dad like, Dad, get off her hand. You're married. And that's all where it went. But Mariah Carey brought all her fans backstage, and we got to talk to her one-on-one. And I remember when Mariah Carey had told me, she was like, I wear a size 10 pair of shoes. I would like to give these shoes away. How about you? And she pointed to me, and I said, but I wear a size 6.5. And she was like, oh, this shoe can't fit you then. I should have took it, Jammers. I should have put the shoe on. But she took pictures with everybody. She talked to us, and she was a really, really sweet person. And she means everything to me, Jammers. So that experience was so beautiful, and I enjoyed it. And I had the funnest time because I got to go with my dad, and I met a friend, and I finally met the diva that I've always wanted to meet. So Jammers, if you like this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up. If you're not part of the family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the Jam TV family. And also, Jammers, go ahead and get Busy Bones' Carbon Monoxide album on all streaming sites such as iTunes, as well as his personal website at www.iambusybone.com. Thank you so much for being a part of the family, and until next time, Jam TV.